All right, y'all, let's go ahead and get into the good stuff today. So the Democrats have been spotted, y'all, heading on planes and bringing their asses back to where they should have never left. Okay. With that being said, let's go ahead and dive into the first clip coming from Government Eagle Man, y'all, on X. Let's dive into it.
All right, we are getting some new video just in. This is from Chicago, and those are Democrats from Texas boarding a plane. Now, I guess we don't know exactly where the plane is headed at this point, but we do know that there are reports that Texas Democrats are planning to return to Texas today, ending their walkout, which are protesting Republican redistricting plans. So Texas Democrats getting on a plane in Chicago. If they go back to Texas, it will likely pave the way for Republicans to pass the new congressional map. Also today, in California, Democratic lawmakers have set to introduce new congressional maps they hope will offset what Republicans are doing in Texas. And with us now is the majority leader of the California State Assembly, Cecilia Aguiar. All right, we are getting some new video.
So yes, y'all, after the Democrats had staged a little walkout or whatnot, trying to block the maps being redrawn and things like that, you could see them crawling back to Austin, defeated, divide, and desperate. So we pretty much on here, y'all, we exposing them because they should have been returned their asses to get this done. Let's go ahead and dive into the next clip, y'all, coming straight from the Patriot Osis on X. If y'all want to follow this guy, let's get into it. All right. So those who want to know what's going on, Texas Democrats fled to break quantum, which didn't do anything. After a few weeks of resisting and things like that, they surrendered and they're returning. So now the Republicans can now move forward with the 5 GOP seats in Congress. So yes, they had to, some of them know they can't afford them fines and stuff that have been taking place while they were out. So yeah, the smart thing was to do the comeback, because y'all know y'all ain't got it like that. Now let's go ahead and dive into the next clip, y'all, coming straight from Senator Ronald Gutierrez. That's Ronald for Texas. This is full on authoritarianism. Let's get into it, y'all.
This is the kind of bullshit that's happening right now in the Texas legislature. Dustin Burrows has locked up Nicole Collier because she won't sign some bullshit permission slip to be followed around by a DPS escort. That's a cop following her around for the next 3 weeks to make sure that she comes in and votes for this bullshit Donald Trump redistricting bill. What's going on in Texas is absolutely 100% wrong. And locking up members of the legislature because they won't sign your bullshit document, it's just wrong. It's wrong. We need more people up here fighting. We need more people up here fighting alongside State Representative Nicole Collier, who's doing this protest because she must, and we all must. We must fight against Donald Trump and all of this madness that's happening in this country, and fight against his constant grab for power in the United States.
Okay.
This kind of bullshit that's happening right
now. Shut up. The Democrats did exactly what Abbott needed them to do. Come back so they can hand Abbott himself the win. Abbott didn't waste no time, immediately, calling the second session and also getting ready to redraw the maps, expected to give Republicans 5 U.S. House seats, y'all. So pretty much strategizing to actually boost Trump's midterm for 2026 momentum. So this right here, you saying they causing the chaos and all that, that's y'all. That is y'all. We've been waiting on y'all for the past 2 weeks and a half. Stop playing, man. Y'all, let's keep this thing going, okay? Coming straight from Chicago Ray 1 on X. If y'all want to follow this guy, big boom. Round of applause goes out to Texas House Speaker Dustin Burrows. Is charging back at the Democrats for every fine and of every dollar incurred. So let's go into it, because what he's pretty much saying is we still ain't finna let y'all get away with what y'all did. All this time wasted. You guys are about to be fined still. So let's get into it, y'all. Let's go.
But those who have refused to make quorum I'm sure you're missing home. Do not think you have permission to return to Texas and enjoy a peaceful weekend before finally showing up to work. DPS will remain active and civil arrest warrants will be reissued. If you are located, you will be compelled to this chamber. If that happens, I will ask those members who've gone home for the weekend to return immediately. You will be given a 6-hour notice window to return, so do not travel beyond that. I've also asked Chairman Guerin and the House Administration Committee to begin calculating every fine of every dollar of expense the state has incurred as a direct result of this quorum break. Those costs will not be borne by the Texas taxpayers. They will be paid back by absent members as provided for in our House rules.
Come on.
Showing up is half the battle, and those present today will have a say in what we accomplish over the next 30 days, or hopefully fewer.
So that's what's up. So pretty much the House Speaker Dustin Barrows is just ordered Rep. Nicole Collar to detain the DPS. And the beautiful thing is, yes, let's not have our tax dollars wasted on these bimbos and they actions that they chose to when they fled to Texas, and they should not have to begin with. They should have been some adults, got in there, agreed to disagree to agree, and get the stuff signed for those people there. So shout out to him. That's what I'm talking about. And you ain't using our tax dollars. Use the other Democrats that are still missing money to pay for. Come on now. It can't get no better than that, y'all. That's what I'm talking about. Hold these folks accountable. Here's the thing, though. I don't even see how these people still got a job. Treat them as if they are a citizen of the United States, because y'all know if we did something like that, let's just say we decided we weren't going to work for 2 weeks without letting our job know and think that we going to come back. That job, then they probably done found somebody, hired somebody, and went on. Like, seriously. It's crazy that these folks still got a job to return to. It's crazy. Now, Jasmine Crockett, y'all, she's been between Gavin Newsom and all of them. They've been Twitter typing like it ain't nothing, taking interviews and this, that, and the other, doing everything but what they're supposed to be doing. And that's working. So y'all told me to dig into this because I did that because although her seat may be not in this district, you know what I'm saying? However, legally, and this is just me doing the research because y'all told me to look into it, she can still run, y'all. So pretty much, and I looked this up. Members of the U.S. House are not required to live in a district they represent, only the state. But most run in their home district. Crockett has publicly stated that she's considering running for District 33, where her home would be under the proposed map. So again, District 33 lies in the Dallas-Fort Worth. Oh Lord, I'm praying for y'all because y'all see how she did 30. She didn't give a damn, and she gonna bring that ghetto-ness, fakeness right over to that district. Anyway, includes the Fort Worth, Western Dallas, nearby cities, and is Democratic Mark Versay, who is expected to face Democrat primary if Crockett enters the race, which she already said that she gonna have a seat regardless of whoever's running against her for that district. And she's also mentioned the Act Blue. She's also mentioned about dark money. So we hinting where she getting at when she's saying this. So with that being said, y'all, let's go ahead and dive into the next clip. Right Angle News Network. That's Right Angle News on X. If y'all want to follow this person, let's dive into what she got to say.
As many of you as possible to flood our state. Like when it's election time, I want them to be so mad that they did all of this, because we have people coming from the entire country to Texas to make sure that this little scheme that they tried to pull, where they were just going to steal and diminish the voices of Black and brown people, I want us to be so loud that they actually go running and trying to figure out what's that little racist town they all hiding in, and some, what is it, Missouri, Arkansas. I think they all ran to Arkansas. That's where they need to run off to. That's how I want them to feel after this election. So no matter what happens, I need y'all to stay in this fight, because literally the war is just starting. Get as many of you as possible to flood.
In other words, she's telling all blue states to come, move or whatever it is to Texas to flood the seats out. So that way the goal is to protect her seat or flip it to where, Republicans have losses, etc. She also indicated that Arkansas was racist. If anybody's from Arkansas, I need y'all to stand up in the comment section and let us know. You know what I'm saying? Because now she's throwing salt on Arkansas, stating that that's a racist state or whatnot. Fill me in. Let me know. Because I got some kids and stuff from Arkansas, so let me know what's going on. Anywho, y'all, we're going to keep this thing going. Y'all got to forgive me. I'm a little bit under the weather, so I'm trying to punch through this. We finna dive into the last clip, y'all. I want to know y'all thoughts on this. So, again, they have showed up. A lot of them are refusing not to sign, wasting more time. But I am so glad that it's not now our tax dollars being spent on the bull crap, that it's on their actual people who still ain't showed up yet. It's coming out their pocket. That's what I'm talking about. If you ask me, none of them would have had a job. I would have did the second session and let whoever was there, which was nothing but the Republicans, pass it. I wouldn't even want their signatures because y'all didn't want to be there to begin with. Like, we shouldn't even have to go through y'all whole thing right now. And main focus is Trump and his administration and what he got going on. Y'all not worried about the districts. Y'all only worried about using the people to keep your seats so that you keep the tiny pinch of power that y'all got. I appreciate y'all for tuning in, kicking it with your girl. Let's go ahead and chop it up in the comment section, y'all. Let's dive into the last clip of today. Let's go. Coming straight from Tony X2 on X. If y'all want to follow this guy, let's get into it.
Ever noticed that the Democrats don't post anything positive about what the Democrats are doing? It's always just Trump hate. It's like, do y'all do anything outside of hating Trump?
Nope.
Because I never see anything positive of, well, look what the Democrats did today. It's always Trump, bad orange man. Y'all don't do anything else with that?